We start off today's wrestling news and rumors video with a big update regarding the status of Eric Rowan in All Elite Wrestling. On last week's special episode of AEW Dynamite, which was a tribute show to the late Brody Lee, otherwise known to WWE fans as Luke Harper, a surprise appearance had occurred in the form of Eric Rowan, now being referred to as Eric Redbeard. And while it was later revealed that Eric Rowan's appearance in AEW was reportedly a one-off kind of contract, according to a new behind-the-scenes rumor, AEW have been in negotiations with Eric Rowan recently over a contract with the company that would see Eric join the roster as an in-ring talent full-time. One of our sources has mentioned that AEW officials reportedly feel like Eric Redbeard would be a great superstar to become the new leader of the Dark Order, and this would definitely be a very fitting role for the big man. If all things go according to plan, Eric Redbeard will be an AEW superstar within a month or so, and his first storyline would involve becoming the leader of the Dark Order. Let us know your thoughts on the new rumors going around that Eric Rowan will be signing with AEW as an actual wrestler very soon, and do you think that Rowan would be a good fit as the new leader of the Dark Order? As most of you are well aware, MVP made a surprise return to WWE during the 2020 Men's Royal Rumble match, and while MVP's return certainly wasn't very impactful as he was quickly eliminated from the match by Brock Lesnar, and then it seemed as though MVP was basically going to be retired from in-ring competition and join WWE as a backstage producer of sorts, there's no doubt that MVP turned things around to a great extent for himself in WWE. And as we begin the new year in 2021, MVP is in a prominent spot managing the Hurt Business over on Monday Night Raw. In a recent interview, WWE Champion Drew McIntyre stated that he believes MVP should get the honor of being the breakout star of 2020 in WWE, considering that WWE had little to no plans for MVP on TV when he made his return early last year, yet he has since went on to become a fixture on the Raw brand. Drew made it clear that he feels MVP is the reason why the Hurt Business is succeeding right now over on Raw, and has essentially revitalized Bobby Lashley's career in WWE throughout 2020, to the point where Lashley has gained enough momentum that he will likely be getting another opportunity at the WWE Championship this year. Let us know if you agree with Drew McIntyre that MVP was the real breakout star of the year last year in 2020, and do you feel that MVP is the reason why the Hurt Business has been doing so well recently? We now have a pretty big and surprising update regarding Vince McMahon, and the new rumors going around that Vince McMahon may soon be finished running the day-to-day operations of the WWE's main roster shows, Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. As some of you guys are likely aware, there have been multiple reports coming out in recent weeks that some former WWE wrestlers, including the likes of Ryback, are concerned about Vince McMahon's health, with a general consensus behind the scenes in WWE being that Vince's health is not too great right now. Even Jim Ross recently mentioned that he's worried about Vince McMahon because of all the big responsibilities that Vince has, and according to a new leaked backstage rumor, there is talk behind the scenes in WWE right now for Triple H to soon take over a bulk majority of the day-to-day operations of Raw and SmackDown in 2021, with Vince McMahon reportedly believing that his workload is getting a bit too intense for him at 75 years of age, and could use a lighter schedule. Triple H is apparently open to the idea of essentially running NXT, Raw, and SmackDown and overseeing most of the big decisions related to the shows in place of Vince McMahon. But as most of you would likely expect, rumors indicate that Vince McMahon will not be giving up total control of WWE for a very long time, and Triple H basically being a replacement for Vince McMahon on Raw and SmackDown would just lessen the workload on Vince greatly and allow for McMahon to focus on some of the bigger picture aspects related to WWE. As well, with the worsening TV ratings the WWE have been faced with recently, McMahon is reportedly more open to the idea than ever before of Triple H taking over these creative responsibilities for Raw and SmackDown, with Vince feeling like Triple H could do a whole lot of good for WWE in 2021 and bring the ratings back up from the previous lows. If these rumors of Vince McMahon planning to give Triple H control of Raw and SmackDown in 2021 are true, then fans should expect Triple H to make some big changes to the way things are presented on the WWE's main roster shows. And taking into account the fact that many fans praise Triple H's work with the NXT brand, there's no doubt that Triple H taking over control of Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown will be a welcome sight for most fans. Let us know your thoughts on the rumors going around that Triple H will be taking over the the WWE's main roster shows from a creative standpoint? And do you feel that Triple H replacing Vince McMahon would help to boost the TV ratings for WWE with a potentially better product? As most of you are well aware, former WWE champion the Cult of Personality CM Punk has gained the reputation of being fairly outspoken when it comes to his former profession of wrestling, with CM Punk never shying away from giving his opinions or contradicting what other superstars say about the business, and as a result, CM Punk has certainly gotten on the bad side of many wrestlers. Just today, CM Punk had responded to a comment that WWE legend Ric Flair had made regarding the fact that Ric Flair believes Shawn Michaels is the greatest worker in WWE history, with CM Punk insinuating that Ric Flair's comments about Shawn Michaels are just his opinion and basically not actually true, with it very likely that CM Punk believes he himself is one of the greatest workers in history, along with the likes of The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Bret Hart, and Eddie Guerrero. Let us know if you agree with Ric Flair that Shawn Michaels is the greatest worker in the history of the wrestling business, or do you take CM Punk's side that there are plenty other superstars, including himself of course, who could take this title instead of being the greatest worker in history? We now have our main story featured in this video, and it is regarding the shocking rumors and speculation that Vince McMahon has found the WWE's next Brock Lesnar, a monstrous 22-year-old by the name of Parker Boudreaux, who is currently playing football for the UCF Knights. Over the past few days, Parker has been in the headlines for appearing to be interested in joining the WWE, and more specifically, the wrestling business in 2021. And while many fans quickly began to speculate that Parker was secretly Brock Lesnar's son, we did some research into the matter, and despite Parker looking nearly identical to Brock Lesnar, and could easily pass as either Brock Lesnar's brother or son, Parker Boudreaux is surprisingly of no relation to Brock Lesnar. But that certainly does not mean WWE is not interested in this monstrous Brock Lesnar lookalike. Just the other day, Parker Boudreaux had put out a tweet with a very intimidating photo of himself stating that 2021 is going to be something special for him, and shockingly, Brock Lesnar's advocate Paul Heyman responded to Parker by saying that Parker's comments is not a prediction, but it's a spoiler. For those of you unaware, Parker is about 6'5", weighing in at around 265 pounds give or take, and according to a new shocking leaked backstage rumor, Vince McMahon is currently in negotiations with Parker Boudreaux over a huge WWE contract that would see Parker join the WWE sometime in 2021, with rumors indicating that Vince McMahon plans to introduce Parker Boudreaux in WWE as Brock Lesnar's son, Parker Lesnar, who would reportedly be introduced to WWE fans by not only Paul Heyman, but Brock Lesnar himself, meaning that Vince himself can see the uncanny resemblance between Parker and Brock, and feels that this would be a very easy storyline to tell and instantly create a huge potential star in Parker Lesnar.